He ended up as P5 in round 1 qualifying, but the first man out is going to be Helio Castroneves.
And it is a whole new mental game, this format. We just saw from Will Power. He's like, what do you mean? I got to do this all again? And it kind of looked and said, how does Helio do this? How can he subject himself to it? And tags, I mean, what a great job they've done, man.
Dario doesn't have his helmet on yet. He will be the 6th out of the 9. He's done it twice already. Qualified 4 laps, then withdrew it, requalified, and now he will be out for a 3rd time. But this really is the one that counts. Although by being the fastest in segment 1, he will get the first pick of pit position on race day. The engine is fired in the Team Penske machine, and the 3-time Indianapolis 500 winner looking for his 4th, and then the joining of a very elite group of Al Unser, AJ Foyt, and Rick Mears as 4-time winners. And should he win this year, he will be the only driver to win 4 Indianapolis 500s consecutively twice.
There's a lot of concern by the teams. Could they get the cars turned around and roll right on time?
They did.
Right on the money to the second. They got them turned around. Castroneves right on schedule.
Jack Arute is in the Pit Performance Center. Jack?
Yeah, we've been watching the weather conditions, and guys, let's talk about it. The outside temperature is 85 degrees, pretty much the way Helio Castroneves went out and set that blistering P1 pace. Track temperature is 116 degrees. That's about the same. And so is the relative humidity. Hold on to your hats, folks.
85 degrees, by far the warmest day we've had since April. We had a very warm April here in Indianapolis, and then of course when the track started to open, it got to 55 and started raining.
And look at his approach as he headed out. He went through turn 2 very slowly, and we touched on it earlier, Jan. He said sometimes you don't want to get out there going too quick, too early, and lean on those tires and take that little extra bit they have away too early. You got to just hit it perfect.
Coming off of that weather graphic and what the current conditions are, it's worth reminding those who haven't seen this last moment, that last happy hour, that from this point on, the track will get faster. So you're taking the guy with the most muscle is going to put a lap down, knowing that as the day goes on, it's going to get faster and faster. And will and when would he go and make another run?
And he comes down the front stretch, taking the green flag, and Helio Castroneves is on his way in round 2.
And the thing that's amazing with this, the mindset of it, as you just said, is, okay, all 9 of these guys have to do attempt. Is Helio, he's going to roll out again later today and do another attempt. Yeah. He's not just getting with the program right now and thinking this is going to stick and stay in the #1 spot. He's going to go out again as that track gets faster over the next hour and a half.
Off of corner number 4, completing first of 4 laps in his qualification run here in segment number 2. And the first, it's a 227.961. Oh my goodness, almost 228 miles an hour. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. Let the games begin. Look at somebody just kind of elbowing. Do you really think you could do that? Oh my gosh.
An incredible performer for an incredible owner. Here he is at the north end of the racetrack, completing his second of 4 laps.
And this should be 228, Bob.
Really?
Even quicker.
Wow, let's see. It is 228.213. Listen to the crowd.
So the rest of the 8 other guys right now, what are they thinking? Are they just absolutely, maybe we just won't go out.
Well, you heard Will Power say.
You know what they're thinking?
Oh,
cancel Christmas.
Yeah. This is, We haven't seen a 228 all month with a draft or anything, and here he is by himself on this racetrack.
What a performance. This will be the white flag.
Another 228.
Wow. Lap number 3 is 228.187.
Well, maybe he won't have to be going out again to back this up. Whoa.
Tim Cindric looks on. He has got to be happy with the performance of one of the 3 guys from Team Penske. 2 more coming up in the shootout.
He turned into turn number 1 that last time at 232.9.
Wow. Here he is off of corner number 4. Will he win the pole for the 2nd year in a row? Will he win the 500 for the 2nd year in a row? There's the end of the run, and the 4th lap is a little bit slower than the first 3. 227.521. The average is 227.970. Wow. Robbie Floyd is with Roger.
He's shaking hands with Chip Ganassi right now. Everybody down here shaking his hand. Roger, were you surprised at those speeds, or did you think he had it in him the whole time?
Well, he always seems to dig a little bit deeper and comes up with some more speed. It's just a credit to the whole team. Certainly, Elio is a pro around here. He loves this place. He seems to turn an extra light on when he goes here. But tremendous run for him. But Tagliani's got to run yet. It's not over. We know that.
And you still have 2 other cars, Will Power, Ryan Briscoe. They're spread throughout. Was that a plan all along? I know why you chose Elio early.
Well, that was up to Tim to pick one, and I got 8 because there's 8, 9 left.
Congratulations.
Hey, guys, the first thing Elio Castroneves said when he went across the line, how about that?
Yeah, really. Elio brings the 3 car back down into the pit area. And listen to the crowd and look at the reception that he is receiving.
Man, and I remember talking to his engineer, Ron Rozuski. He says, one thing he goes, I never have to convince him to go flat or do anything around here. He doesn't have to motivate that guy right there to do something special around here. And that's what we heard from Roger.
Yep.
You know, he digs deep. He finds something extra, and his engineer's got the same thing.
All right, meanwhile on the racetrack, Hideki Muto takes the green flag and begins his run. Here's a young man who'll be only in his 3rd Indy 500, driving for Newman Haas Racing. He's been driving for Andretti Green Racing the last 2 years, but has switched to Newman Haas this year. Has a couple of top 10 finishes in the Indianapolis 500, finished 7th in his rookie year of 2008 and 10th last year, and is another one of those guys up from the Firestone Indy Lights.
And with Newman Haas only having the 1 car entered this year, I think it really is a good testament to Hideki and how he's kind of fit in with that Newman Haas team and what they've done here, because you're always up against Penske that's got 3 cars in this top 9 and just sharing all that information. I mean,
Look at that speed.
Good, yeah.
Yeah.
Great lap, 226.555 for Hideki.
Well, and any estimates that we were playing around with the last couple days as thinking where this pole speed was going to go, it's safe to say we missed it by a mile.
This track is fast, the conditions, and the amazing thing is it will get even faster yet.
Mm-hmm.
Nice job, Hideki. Well, he's losing a little bit of speed. He's drifting down in the 225s now.
Second lap for Hideki Muto is 225.745, down almost a mile an hour.
Ooh, a little bit of movement there in the middle of 1, but that's what you heard all the drivers said. The way this wind is blowing now, it kind of hits you in the back of the car as you're getting through the middle of turn 1, and the way the wind comes over the grandstands here and roll down there, it can do some funny stuff.
He was bumped twice on pole day last year and qualified 16th on the 2nd day of qualifying last year.
Bobby slowed a lot, though. That lap did not go well for him. He's down in the 223s now.
Yeah.
Well, there was also a little bit of movement off of turn 3 there. You know, the car just stepped back and forth a little bit.
Well, by going out this early, he will have another shot at it.
But the worst scenario that anything can happen is nobody's going to be worse than
night.
being
Exactly.
in the top 3 rows here. Just there, he'd even dump the throttle
Yeah, he
right
did.
there.
Sounded like it.
Yeah, he did.